Join us, MrTruck.com, for truck reviews, trailer reviews, and accessory reviews. If you have a short bed truck, you know it's not easy to hook up to a gooseneck. Pop-Up came out with these extensions from 9 inches to 16 inches to keep you from breaking out your back window when you're pulling a gooseneck trailer. And everybody uses a short bed. That's the most popular truck there is a crew cab short bed. So protect that window. Cool, folks. We're flying around the curves on the way to Estes. Looks like everybody's out today.
Everybody, it's pretty out today.
And we got this beautiful Cadillac. We're the star of the show, man. Everybody's staring at us.
The way you're dressed, yes.
Yes, indeed. And Kelsey, this is that 6.2. I'm just one of my favorite engines.
Is it?
Yeah, it goes. It's that 10-speed automatic, but man, oh macro, it takes you a while to get to the point where you care about the engine transmission. There's so much other stuff to look at.
Oh, there's so much in here.
Oh, I know it. At night, it's really awesome because all this little chrome-looking thing on the door across the dash turns green. The floor turns green. And you got night vision. Oh, I love night vision. It's black, gray, and white.
On the camera, cool. On the dash?
Yeah, that middle dash.
See,
now look at this night vision. I'm sitting here in a parking lot watching the cars go by. That's a tree right in front of me. Let's see what else we get. Come on, cars. Here's night driving. It's not green, it's black and white. Isn't that something? That is so cool. Coming up at night and see the vehicles next to you on the road. And we'll turn the corner. This is all those same cameras you use when you're driving. Same cameras you use when you're driving autonomously. But look at that, that's night vision. That's your center screen where all your gauges usually are. See, there's the road, and there's your screen. So cool. This middle part, you see that notch in the bottom? That's where your lane is supposed to be. And that's how it is when you're driving. You'll see, 4, 5, 6, 7 lanes on each side of you. Look at that, man, night vision. This is so cool. This is like FBI. These cameras are way down under the bumper, or in the bumper. But that is amazing. Yeah, it tells you your speed. Driving through construction now, so I should see all kinds of reflectiveness. Following this car, you can see trees. You can see all these pylons. Man, this is cool. It's like spaceship stuff, man. Star Trek in the Cadillac.
I'm not too sure what to think about that. I'm going to have to get used to it. I had to turn it off. I think I could get... Yeah. There's where my motion sickness could be, because I'm not used to that. Well,
it's cool. That's part of that new thing. Well, they call it the semi-cruise, or super cruise semi-autonomous. And that's, what's that, augmented reality screen? Yeah. Out of the 3 screens, this has got 38 inches of screens.
Huge.
And there's 3 of them. Let's see, one of them is the little, they're touch screens. The little one on the left side is 7.2. And then it's a 14.2 in the middle, and then it's 16.9 to this side. And you can change what's on them. It's so cool. But yeah, that one thing, the augmented reality turns that big screen on. It's very bright. It's like under your bumper. Mm-hmm. And you can see for miles on each side of you. It's incredible.
You don't have to watch the road anymore. It's all...
Yeah, you just kind of look down. And this eventually you'll be able to get the automatic one. I think there's 217 roads or something they've already got mapped out for these machines. We're going to take over the world with Arnold Schwarzenegger and what are those things are called?
The Terminators?
The Terminators. That's what it's going to turn into a Terminator.
Oh, I thought that was a Transformer that they turn into.
Yeah, the old days they turned into Transformer, now they turn into Terminator.
Oh.
And I like the mirrors on this. They're not big, they're not toy mirrors, but they're bigger than they used to be. I like the decent mirrors, but
yeah, they do have decent mirrors on them.
Yeah,
they're bigger.
We're towing that trailer is 8.5 feet wide, but it's a deck trailer. No, it's a tilt trailer, so it's a flat trailer, so you can still see really well over it. we're towing 7,500 pounds. We're maxing this puppy out. That's what it's rated to tow, is 75, and that's with my old Jeep project thing and my tilt trailer together. 7,500 pounds.
It's going up the mountain.
Yeah. Handling the curves, and see, the suspension is really cool on this. This has got the magnetic shock absorbers. They have the flakes in the oil, and they can actually charge it to make the oil thicker or lighter and change how it feels. This has got all the more sport modes. It's got tow haul motor in now. It's got snow.
Sport,
it's got all the fun stuff. And even it's got off-roading. I'm not sure you'd off-road in this.
Not without that at a 4 low. Come on.
Yeah, there's no 4 low. It's only 2 high, 4 high, and then automatic. But I mean, it's got all the normal stuff: automatic rain sensing, automatic dimmers, automatic all that stuff.
Better be automatic everything. Look at all the buttons in here.
Yeah. So besides the cool magnetic shock, it's got air ride.
Yep.
And it's got 3 positions. You know, when you lower it to get into it with normal, and then when you want, I guess, go off road. But I was trying to play with it on the trailer. It took me a while to get it just where I wanted. I'm still not quite where I wanted.
Still a little high.
Yeah, it's a little high on the hitch, and that's the thing with these air rides. You gotta watch that. It may take you a couple times to get it lined up for the height you want. But 22-inch tires, man, we look like Hollywood here.
Huge.
I should have sunglasses. Do you have sunglasses?
We do.
Oh, well, there you go. We're ready. I gotta give me some
Got a
sunglasses.
hairpiece.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what they are.
Yeah, that bright snow we had a couple weeks ago, I had to wear sunglasses. I left them in my truck, but it was so bright I couldn't see with normal stuff. And this is independent suspension. That happened a couple years ago in this series with the Tahoe and the Yukon and all that. Which all that helps. My goodness, you think about independent 4-corner suspension. It's still a body on frame, so it's a truck. And you got the air ride and you got the magnetic ride. My goodness, you can have your own opinion about unit rides. I think it's much better than a truck.
It does ride nice. I can't see myself buying one, and I keep hearing an echo, and I know it's me, and it's whatever this vehicle is
There's a
doing on the
conversation.
sound.
Yeah, isn't that cool? There's a button on the steering wheel to shut that off, but it'll make you hear better. It'll make you talk better. My son and I were playing it last night. We got it to echo, and it was pretty cool. Yeah, it is. It takes you a long time just to go over all the stuff. And the real wood in here, it's got real wood, real aluminum. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love the interior. I love this real wood. It's like a 2-tone, maybe 3-tone wood.
There's a lot of tones in it.
Oh, there is, and I think it's got hot pads for the coffee in the cup holders. I can't find a button to turn it on, but it sure looks like something. And then in the console, I did find the button for that, and it's a cooler, and it's got 2 settings. So we could buy cherry juice and stick them in there. It'd be cold.
I don't know. When I buy cherry juice, it ain't fitting in the center console.
Oh, you buy the big jug.
Yep.
Yeah. Yepper. And 36 speakers. You know, you can just start counting them, and there's big woofers like in the door. There's little ones all over the place. And they're always covered in chrome, so you know what they are. Except for the ones in the dash. Those are the ones that aren't covered in chrome. There's 3 of them there. But I love the look of this. I love those little skinny lights go all the way up there, and you open the back door, they make all these weaving signs. So when you're in Walmart getting your groceries at night, everybody stares at you when you open the hatch. I think you got a light show going on.
Because you do with this hatch.
You do. But it's got a receiver. This has got a towing package. It's got a brake controller. It's on the left side. We'll forgive them this time. And
I don't know. It's a little low for my liking. I don't know if I can forgive that.
Yeah.
Wrong side. It's low and it's tilted in, guys.
Yeah.
But I mean, we got 7,800 pounds. That's all we got.
75, yeah, and that's max.
Pounds.
Yeah, we're maxed out.
Well, we're not doing a lot of towing, so this is by all means not made to tow every day.
No, it's good. It's got the adjustable gain. It's got all that stuff, and of course this has all the emergency braking. If somebody walks in front of you, it hits the brakes. If you back up into something, it hits the brakes. It likes to hit the brakes.
I don't know. I never get that far.
Well, you don't get that close to people.
I try not to.
Okay. But anyway, this is.
You gotta remember, my mama watches all my videos.
She does.
Oh yeah. She's one of the watchers.
Is that
and
right?
I don't need her calling me and telling me I'm driving incorrectly.
Really? She can't probably tell how fast you're driving either.
Oh, we just don't tell her which ones not to watch.
Well, I'm glad your mom watched the videos. That's good. Yeah, she probably wants you to wear your sunglasses when you visit her because you're a Hollywood.
Oh.
You're a celebrity.
I don't need sunglasses. I'll just stay humble with my mama.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
though. You fitting in it comfortably and enjoying the luxury of it.
Oh yeah, speaking of comfortable, it's got like, how many weight seats is it?
12 weight seats.
12 weight seats,
Plus
and both of them massage. Yeah,
front,
there's a little tap. I love it. You can go through there and it shows you on this giant screen what you're adjusting. But I was playing with the first day I got it. I love that massaging seat, man. I can drive for miles and miles.
See, I just go to sleep. So comfortable, go to sleep.
Yeah, I suppose.
It'd be hard for me. They should make it more convenient and comfortable.
Well, they should zap you, have a little shocker on there.
No.
Because, like a lot of these General Motors, they'll tell you, pull over and drink some coffee. It tells me that all the time.
Ford's doing that too.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Drink some coffee. Like, yeah, I guess I'll addicted to coffee and caffeine. That's a good deal.
Yeah, the last time we took the truck over the mountain, they told us we needed to have a coffee break.
Isn't that weird?
Hey,
Just
safety.
go chug 3 or 4 Red Bulls. I'm surprised they don't do that, make a deal with Red Bull for commercial.
I don't know if that would be healthy for anybody, though.
Well, no, but if not that much coffee is probably not either. But it's weird. These guys will tie into certain guys and advertise them. Like Ford used to always have, what was the name of that? British Petroleum, BP. Yeah. We recommend BP gas. Like it's different than Shell or anybody else. They put it inside the door for the fuel. I thought that's kind of nasty. Why the hell are they advertising for other people? But
it's also like a lot of our vehicles are saying they want premium or they want regular or I mean maybe BP has something in their formula that we don't know about.
Oh yeah, right.
You gotta give them some credit.
You've been watching the internet, haven't you?
Oh no.
Well, that's what these are. That and they know with the higher octane they can get a little more performance, a little better fuel mileage, but it costs us more. So what's the big advantage, I guess? But this 6.2 is known for using premium, like the Ford EcoBoost, and now Titan has got that. And that's what they want. They want you to use the expensive stuff.
Well, if you're spending $110,000 on a vehicle, you probably should take care of it.
I think I should follow the rules.
You should.
The owner manual is still about 1.5 inches thick.
I wouldn't doubt that. Look at all the buttons in this thing.
These are now, you really do have to read the owner's manual. I mean, I have to read the owner's manual just with the plastic plate off the back for the hitch. They're getting crazy. This one pulled differently than what Chevys do. Usually they pull out. This one you have to pull it down. But oh well. I just throw those away.
Mr. Truck has to YouTube it anyways.
Yeah,
check it out.
Oh no, I just break it, throw it off, and take it, let them fix it.
That's not any good.
It's not any good. I know. Your mom will like this video. I'm making you look like an angel, and I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy.
She knows better.
Yap, dap, do. Does she ever rode with you in the mountains?
Yep, she has. Okay. Anywhere we go, I drive.
Yeah.
Which is a lot because my sister doesn't drive anywhere with either of us.
Really?
Yep.
They've got a daughter-in-law and a daughter that don't drive. It's just, I don't understand it. I had one nephew that he didn't drive till he was in his 20s. He didn't get a license till then. He's in California. I can kind of understand that.
Yeah, there's a lot of public transit and easier transportation.
It's a little crazy driving California. My brother, he owned like 5 driving schools out there. He wanted me to come up there and open up a motorcycle driving school. I thought, are you crazy? You're not even safe in a car. What would you do on a motorcycle? Oh well. Yeah, he did love cars with 2 steering wheels. I thought that was fun.
Keep telling my mom I'm gonna buy a crotch rocket, and she keeps telling me no. So.
Well, those are dangerous. I mean, anymore.
Oh, okay, Kent.
I would drive off road.
Get you a cruiser?
The last ones I had were all motocrosses. I had a cruiser, but I don't know. I've seen people's heads fly off in accidents. There's not much.
Don't go away, Mr. Truck.tv. We'll be right back.
Okay. See what the fuel mileage is. Shows here my average width, 7,500 pound trailer is 10.5. And on the highway before I hooked up with the trailer, I could get as high as 19. So, and that's pretty typical. You're getting that 10 miles per gallon with almost any gas engine pulling a heavier trailer. You're going to be right in that 10-11 range. So that's right where it's at. So I guess that's fine for towing. You can't expect a lot from a gas engine in miles per gallon loaded. Way too high RPM, so it just can't do it for any gas engine. Now here's that number one screen. There's 3 screens on here to equal to 38 inches. But there's all your trips and everything else. And then you hit this, move up to this one. And yeah, let's see. There you go. Now that's augmented reality camera. And of course I have a map camera, which isn't going to show you much out here in the middle of nowhere where there is no maps. But there's where it shows up is in your middle screen. Now see, there's nothing where we're at. You can go to gauges. Shows you the gauges, which is pretty cool. The sun's kind of interfering there, but then your HUD shows you how to dial in and see if I can see my HUD. There it is, 0. Hard to see it. Setting up, I just got through setting up the trailers. But you've got so many different things. And then if I put it in reverse, you got to push this button in to get in there. And look at those screens. That is so cool. You got several of them. It's so cool. Yeah, I thought it'd be green like cameras are when you do night vision, but it's black and white. Far out. You can sneak up on somebody this way. Shut your lights off. See what's happening. I gotta try that sometime. That sounds like fun. Okay, I'm gonna go through these systems. This is night vision on this Cadillac. And isn't that cool? Let's see all the cool stuff. Well, it starts over here, left of the steering wheel. That's your heads-up display buttons. And you have night vision. You have that's the camera. What's it called? Anyway, you get to map and AR camera, which is that new autonomous driving mode. Isn't that the coolest thing you ever saw? Get it behind vehicles. It's in black and white, white, and gray. It's not green like most cameras are put out there, and it tells you your speed. Still comes across. Those are some cameras below your bumper or in your bumper. But isn't that the coolest thing you ever saw? Let me get over there a little better. Okay, there's that screen. Then I'm going to go to AR camera. And this is what happens if you had the autonomous thing on there. And this is at night, so that's what you get at night. But it's so cool. A little notch at the bottom there of the screen is your lane. And then it shows all those lanes on each side of you. And that's how the car would steer itself. And it's so cool just to drive that. In the daytime, you get to see a lot of stuff. And then I'll go to map, which is your navigation. This will turn into map, tells you where to go. It's a big screen right behind the steering wheel, which is really handy. Instead of looking off to your right, the navigation screen, it's right there. And you can go back to night vision. I can get a kick out of this night vision. Watch this car pass me. It's actually a pretty good vision picture, but a good visual. You can see the road really well. You can see the cars that passed you really well. You can see the lights, the barricades. Oh, it's just awesome. Just for some of those followers who haven't quit watching. I had lost a few.
That's one of the best things about America is you can decide how you want to proceed, and I can, and I guess we all get to decide on how we want to feel and what makes us feel comfortable.
Well, that's true, but that's the problem is some people are so into their beliefs that they don't think anybody else is allowed beliefs.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And that's the problem we've had in the last couple of years here, is people always think that we should all think alike, and you can't do that. It doesn't work in America. That's why we got independent from England. We wanted our independence. You want to think like King George. Oh, this has got so much cool stuff.
This thing is loaded with bells and whistles.
It is. You got to read the manual on this. There's so much stuff you don't want to miss anything. Like the paddle shifters, it takes a while to even see them.
Yep.
This thing is all, you know, it's what do you call it anyway? It's got pizzazz. There's a name for that. It's sophisticated, but it's also elegant. Yes, it's an elegant truck, body on frame, 4-wheel independent suspension, air and the oil ride, the magnetic shocks that can get the oil thicker or lighter, and that will actually change the ride. 4-corner independent. They got rid of that monobeam axle in the back. And seems to do on the mountains pretty well. We've been going up and down them here.
Yep.
And
brakes work.
Brakes work. This one you can get either the diesel or the 6.2 gas, the same price.
Okay.
Doesn't change anything. You can actually get a performance package with cold air intake and exhaust on this. But I just love this. To me, it rides so much better than a truck. And that truck someday all need to have air ride. And maybe some of them have magnetic shock absorbers on it for the ride improvement. But they're getting so cool. They're getting so much safety on this. They automatically will brake if somebody's in front of you, and automatically brake if you're backing up and somebody's back there. I mean, you got to try real hard to have an accident, like I keep saying. But this is just so full of safety, which should help your insurance dramatically. But of course, it makes the price go up.
Yep.
At $109,500, I'd have to rob everybody's piggy bank. But I would buy one if I had that much money and had all my bills paid. I would love to have this vehicle. This is one of the few luxury SUVs that I really, really like.
Okay.
And I'm a big fan of the Denali too. But this has got more than any other vehicle I've seen. And it's a heavy beast. It's wider, it's longer. It's got plenty of room. This will seat 7, and if you had a bench in the back, you could go 8. And that's the kind of seats that I need for my grandkids. But yeah, we're towing 7,500 pounds. And this is the 6.2 10-speed.
You can't even feel it shift with that 10-speed.
Yeah, gears are close together.
Yep.
That makes it nice. Are we in tow haul mode?
We are in tow haul mode.
Okay, good. I think this is one of those few vehicles too that usually will stay there. And we've got the gain set, I think, at it's either 6 or 7. I said all that when I was adjusting the brakes.
It's all in here.
Yeah. Well, the brake control, if you hit the plus or minus, it'll tell you what gain is. Right
6.
There. 6. Okay, and this is, we put new brakes on this trailer, but they're burnished in now, so they are touching the whole thing. Yeah. Kelsey helped burnish them in just a little bit ago.
Well, that's what happens when stuff falls off people's trailers in front of us. I gotta stop.
You are a safe driver, and that guy wasn't. You got to be able to do cargo management where everything's tied in strong, because stuff will blow out. Even heavy stuff can move around. I've had tonneau covers blow out coming out of the tunnels.
Yep.
And that's crazy. But yeah, you don't want to get hit by somebody else's garbage cans.
That's what happened to the other Cadillac on the road.
Yeah, this is Cadillac there. Cadillacs all over the place up here. And one of them I know has got damage from a trash can a little bit ago. It wasn't us. But it could have been. The guy in the other lane couldn't get out of the way. He hit the brakes hard, but this is how it is. But that's why I believe in cargo management.
Looking at it and trying not to pay attention, I might get motion sick. It's cool to see it because it's like the heads-up display, but I mean I can see the road from bumper perspective.
Oh yeah, wide lines.
Yeah.
That's what you got to have if you're going to drive this by computer. But it's got limited slip rear end, so you can almost go off-road. But it's got auto, 4-wheel drive, automatic, and then it's got a 2-high and a 4-high, no 4-low.
No 4-low.
So in case you can't climb all the rocks.
Seeing that more and more though.
Yeah, 12-way seats. But now all these other goodies on here. Let's see. Let me find something else cool to talk about with this puppy.
What color is this?
This is a shadow metallic.
It's like a dark blue, pretty metallic.
Yeah, it's almost
color.
a blue-gray to me.
Yeah.
And then the interior is called a whisper beige.
I don't know, Caddy. Come on, guys.
You got like almost like a khaki top, a light tan, and then you got almost white. I couldn't do this. I get grease from hitches and everything else on my body. I would have this thing.
It would be dirty.
And I'm even got these little paper mats to keep the floor from getting dirty. I'm tearing them up with my boots. So yes, and this has got that air ride adaptive steering. You got 3 settings. It's an off-road, like you're gonna go off-road, and then it's got the normal, then it's got the entry level, so it drops down easy to get into. And I had a hard time getting that adjusted just right for the trailer. But if I owned this, if you bought this for me, I would get that figured out. So I'd always have my trailer hooked up properly.
Well, when you grab me that TRX, we'll talk about a Caddy.
So I buy you a TRX, and that's probably not a bad deal.
Probably not a bad deal. I don't know, I'm going to need fuel for a year too.
yeah, get it for Christmas. Well, this gets better fuel than a TRX does.
Hey, I got a truck though.
So, and it doesn't have crash ratings yet. This is a new vehicle. I'm surprised that we don't have that on the Maroni, but they've got to do that before they start selling these. But
it's slick and it's elegant and updated, and I mean, when I got into this thing for the first time today, it was kind of mind-blowing on how updated it was, and how, I mean, just the dash going across halfway, and it's all LED touchscreen, and it's pretty.
Yeah, it's 4K screens. It's awesome. It's really bright and clear. And it's just different than anything I've been in.
Yeah, it's really different.
It used to be in the old days, the Escalades, the Cadillacs, they were kind of a cross between like a Denali and a Suburban.
Tell Cadillac that.
Yeah, well, that's what they were. They just added some extra options. Now it's like a whole new beast. It's a whole new car. And this can compete with all the Europeans and the Japanese and the Korean luxury vehicles. But, you know, in this size of class, there's only a handful that are this big.
But this is luxurious.
Yeah, it makes you feel safe driving something big with a body on frame and all the safety things it has. Airbags everywhere, and then all the automatic braking it has. But I like the adaptive cruise control. There's so many things on here that are just flying. You know, it's got all the normal stuff. You know, like automatic headlight, brightens, automatic windshield wipers. That's the normal now in luxury vehicles. But it's got way beyond that. A lot of storage places in the doors and the consoles.
There is storage everywhere. Yeah. But I noticed that they don't have as many cup holders as a lot more, as like Dodge and Ford. They've got cup holders everywhere now.
You wouldn't take a luxury vehicle like this and eat and drink in it, would you?
I don't know. We got a cooler in the center console.
Well, that's for when you get to the mountains where you got to walk or climb mountains and you have your beverage with you. But I was thinking about that. I know people that buy luxury vehicles, you don't usually see them eating or going to a drive-in at McDonald's.
No.
You don't see that, but...
But I mean, I drink a lot of water.
Yeah,
so if I have my cup of water, I'll bring that with me.
Well, yeah, I guess a square thing up front would hold a cup.
No.
I don't think you can put 3 in the console.
No.
Probably 1 in the door. I got 1 of my orange juices in my door now.
It's not a cup holder, though.
Oh.
That's just, you're storing an empty bottle. That's what you're doing.
Well, yeah.
There's no safety anytime you get on a motorcycle, no matter what type it is.
Well, I'm okay off-roading. I just bounce off the rocks, you know, and land in the water. Yeah, I bounce.
I'm not bouncy too much.
You haven't watched me fall down? I bounce.
Never try and put anybody in a situation where they have to bounce.
Well, you know, too, I was advertising for a while, those airbags for motorcycle drivers or horse riders that pulls the tether and you fall off the machine and blows up into a big airbag. Those are cool. They're standard in Japan on all those motorcycle plates. They have all those. Oh. They're awesome.
Makes you your own little privacy bubble.
Well, yeah, we did well. Bubble. It's like a big vest that swells up. We did them. I did one company down south of here that sold all that. We shot video with cameras, with horses, with pulling the cable, with motorcycles jumping over me. I thought it was a great thing.
I don't know. How do you put them back in?
Well, you don't. You can buy them.
See, that's hard for me. If I'm breaking horses and falling off.
Well, you fall off that often or what?
Well, it depends on who's breaking the horse.
Okay. Not a lady that fell off an ATV and broke her back. And I don't. See, that's why I bounce when I fall.
Oh, well, let me know when you stop bouncing, because it's not going to stay with you.
Well, usually I land on my head, too. I have a helmet on.
Well, that's a good thing.
That helps, yeah.
Or is it 222? Is it a 6 or a 7?
Oh,
what is this
I think 7.
7? Okay.
Because it's got captain's chairs. Well, cool. Did you like the Cadillac?
Yeah, I can't afford one, but nice ride.